Vault 22 was located in the Mojave Wasteland and was one of the only vaults in the region that did not actually have a civilian population in it. It was inhabited by scientists with a goal to combat global hunger prior to the Great War. After the Great War, the scientists within the vaults continued their experiments with the goal of sustaining the vault's research population. Designed to be a green vault, those selected to reside in the vaults were dedicated to those goals, and some of their most successful experiments were donated by pre-war defense contractors. And one of those donations was actually the downfall of the vault. The Bovira mordicaya, a fungus designed for pest control. The fungus would infest the host and begin to colonize the host body. Eventually the host will die as the fungus keeps spreading. The fungus that was donated actually came from Big MT, from the X-22 Botanical Garden, but the scientists of the vault did not know that the fungus could infect humans. The first person that was infected by the spores was a Dr. Harrison Peters. He noted how the infection began to spread, starting with bouts of pneumonia as the fungus invaded the lungs and eventually transformed to chills, fever, then a terrible racking cough. The fungus was also immune to any antifungal treatments, and eventually Dr. Peterson died to organ failure. The spores kept growing in his body, and eventually he became the very first spore carrier and began infecting other members of the vault. The widespread infection eventually led to the downfall of the vault. 118 survivors left the vault and traveled north to get into Utah, eventually arriving in Zion Canyon, and eventually dealing with the wrath of